Alright. Shalom. Akim. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakathum. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and the truth. Alright. And Ezekiel 38:3.
Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 3. And say this, thus saith the Lord power. Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right. God, you're going to find out Gog and Magog is Russian. Okay? Now, he said he's going to put hooks into their jaws. Okay? Now, when you have a fish, let's say you're fishing, you fish with a hook. And when the hook, when the fish catches on to the hook, it attaches itself to its jaws. That's why you lure it in with a worm or a worm or something. Then you reel it in. So that's what the Lord doing. He's turning them back. All right, go ahead.
And I will bring thee forth in all thine armies, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Right, all of them clothed all sorts of armor. What does that mean when you put armor on? Getting ready for war. That's what he's going to do with Russia. All right, go ahead. And that's what's happening now.
Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with them.
Right, Gomer is Turkey. Yeah, ain't Turkey part of the EU right now? So yeah, these people are gonna fight against America, man. Okay? That's who they're gonna go to war against. All Russia and their allies, man. And people gonna turn on America also. And we gonna bring that out, Lord will, through the Spirit and the Scriptures. Now what's going on while we bringing out how the Lord is turning Russia back? You've been seeing it for years through different disputes America's been having with Russia. But you go to the gas station now and the gas is cheaper. The shit was damn near $4 not too long ago. Now it's $2.19. Well, down here it's lower than you brothers up north. But it's what? Okay. Well, in this brother neighborhood it's $1.95. And gas gonna get lower than that. And they say it's gonna stable out around $60 per barrel. 20? That's where it's gonna stable out at?
It's already at 60 a barrel right now.
Oh, okay. Well, correction. So yeah, it's gonna get that low, man.
Right, so gas might get down to back $1 a gallon again, man. But it's only for the destruction of America, man.
He's taking on that well.
Yeah, because the dollar is still declining. But basically what they've done is America used to get oil from Iran, Russia, Saudi Arabia, getting oil from there. But now what America has done, they done put all types of sanctions on Iran and Russia. And then, on top of that, stopped getting oil from them and started using the oil that's already in America. So now, that's why gas is getting cheaper. But as a result of that, Russia's economy is declining. Iran doesn't decline, which they say the Russian ruble over the past year has devalued 60%, man. And America did that shit, man. America set them up. So now, as a result, Russia wants to cut off the gas pipeline to Europe. This is economic warfare, man. That's what it's called. As a result, as a retaliation, Russia is trying to destroy Europe's economy because Europe is an ally to America. So when you have economic warfare going back and forth, what's coming next? Physical war. Right. World War III. That's why we're getting this scripture, man. All right, bro, you had the article on it, didn't you? That's what's coming, man.
Yep.
That's what's coming.
Can I say something real quick, Doc? And yeah, you know, you people, y'all getting excited. You seeing gas, you know, in your different cities, it might be $1.99 or $2.17, $2.19. But you know, the scripture says in is it 2 Ezra chapter 16, victuals shall be so good cheap. I mean, that's going for your gas too, man.
Yep.
You have to put gas in your car to go and buy food, and you getting food for cheap, man. But you know, basically, you're gonna have hyperinflation, man.
Yep.
And pretty soon, prices finna skyrocket, man.
Yeah, because the dollar's still becoming weaker. So, yeah, you just like when you watch I Am Legend,
Yep.
the gas prices was $6, $7 then, man.
Yep.
So that's what's coming to America, man. Oh man, I better get that gas. I better fill up, take fam on vacations and all this stuff, man. Now you need to, yeah, it's cool because you ain't got to pay that much money for no gas, but you ain't thinking of the end result, man. Hyperinflation follows. America is still $60 trillion in debt, man. So cheaper gas ain't helping a damn thing. So this society is it's gonna go down, man. And World War III is gonna happen, and they are gonna bring the chip. All right. Yeah, the brother.
This is an article on whatdoesitmean.com, and the title is EU in total horror as Russia prepares new Nazi law. And I'm gonna read the first paragraph of it. I'm gonna skip down, man, but just basically explaining what this is. A stunning report prepared by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs circulating in the Kremlin today states that the European Union foreign diplomats were left in total horror this past week after being alerted by their Russian counterparts.
Hey, I want to say this real quick. All you so-called white people gonna stay in total horror, all right? All of you. It's gonna do nothing but get worse for you. And then the worst gonna come when the Lord give us spiritual power. Our hearts meditating that horror that you gonna see, man. All right? Yeah, go ahead, but I just had to say that.
Right, say EU foreign diplomats were left in total horror this past week after being alerted by their Russian counterparts to the catastrophic effects upon the NATO alliance due to a proposed Federation Council law outlawing the sale of energy supplies to any nation that is now or has been engaged in Nazi-like torture of prisoners of war or of its own citizens. Right, so what this basically saying is because the whole European Union, man, they basically depend on Russia for their natural gas, for energy supplies, and all that, man. And Russia basically been warning them, look, if you keep allying yourself with the U.S., you know, we basically gonna cut y'all off, man. And you know it's wintertime now, man. And if your natural gas get cut off, man, how you gonna heat up your homes, man? How you gonna heat up anything, man? So now Russia done put this law in effect, and now this basically is part of what's gonna break up the EU, man, and turn them against the U.S., man, because you know, America over here standing alone to where they got like they Arabian counterparts where they can get stuff they need, but then the EU stuck to depend on Russia, man. And so Russia starting to sanction the EU now, man. And I'm gonna read some more on this. I'm skipping down. The most catastrophic effect of this Nazi law being implemented of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in this report state, it warns its EU counterparts about would be the immediate cessation of natural gas flows to Europe, which would in effect cripple them economically and subject their citizens to warlike rationing of heat supplies.
You see that? Warlike rationing of heat supplies. And also that's it said economic, what did it call it? Economic
it said
crippling economic, yeah, economically crippling, man.
Right.
So That's economic warfare, man. You're crippling somebody's economy with that shit, man. And what do people start doing? What do the normal average Joe Six-Pack start doing when they ain't got no natural gas, man? And then the heating supplies is running out.
We're gonna riot.
They're gonna riot. They're gonna fight.
And take to
And
the
they're gonna
streets.
complain. And guess what? Who can take the sanctions off? America. Are they gonna do it? Hell no, man.
Right, man, because America's stuck in a situation to where they can't turn back, man. They doing everything they got to do now to save the dollar, man. So there's no limit to what they doing, man, because they don't want war with Russia, but the Lord got them in that corner now to where they can't do nothing but go with this World War III, man. He got them stuck, man, basically.
Yep. That whore that sitteth upon many waters, and who was living so deliciously and delicately, ain't delicate no more, man.
Yep.
Trap.
And then you reading about the EU, but that's why scriptures say what it says: all the men of that confederacy that brought thee even to the border, the men that were at peace with thee, deceived thee and prevailed against thee. All this gonna happen, man.
Yeah. Eventually, hoes catch a STD, man. And right now, America got AIDS, man. It's over. It's over for America, man.
Yeah, fucking the nations.
Yeah, you people think of the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, and 40s, where it was real music, where it was everything was real food, no GMO. Man, that shit ain't coming back, man. America done, man. When McDonald's used to sell you real meat, that shit ain't coming back, man. Nah, they cloning meat. They doing all of this, man. Yeah, they're putting sanctions on people they don't need to be throwing sanctions on, man. Cause really, Russia can blow America up, man. They got submarines in the water now. And for you idiots who believe in the missile defense shield system, how do you test that? The only way to test that is if you shoot a nuclear missile on it, man.
So you don't even know if it worked.
So you don't even know if it worked, man. You claiming it's all over the people, and no, man, it's not. It's gonna. Matter of fact, the Lord said every last single missile gonna hit. So y'all shit don't work, man. Okay.
Critical to note, too, is that when the MOFA report is combined with last week's Ministry of Economic Development report outlining Putin's Samson defense strategy to collapse both the U.S. and EU economies. China this week aligned itself with Russia against the Obama regime and its allies in an economic war many experts are predicting could soon erupt into total global warfare.
that word warfare, man. Hey. Yeah, so you Americans, man, you looking at this cheap gas and you looking at all that and you think it's all good, man. You'll forget about the rest of the world, man. You're finna suffer for that shit. Russia already suffering. When 60% of the Russian ruble over the past year has been devalued, 60%, man. That ain't good. That means all their prices done went up. Food done went up. People mad as hell. And who fault is it? America. Iran economy is struggling. And also, this is what the elites are doing too, is putting everybody in debt in order to bring in that chip. Can't forget that either. But also, World War III. We don't know if it's going to happen before World War III or in the midst of World War III, but that chip coming out, man.
Right, man, because to elaborate more on the subject, man, another thing the U.S. did, they made a deal with Saudi Arabia to flood the market with cheap oil. And on the flip side, you know, they was trying to cripple Russia's economy, man, because Saudi Arabia and Russia, they like tied for the #1 world oil. You know, they produce the most oil in the world, man. Saudi Arabia and Russia. And 50% of Russia's economy, they make 50% of their money off the oil, man. So what them doing is, like the brother was saying, it's basically destroying the Russian rubble, man. But over the past years, Putin been preparing for this because he already knew this was coming, man. So he been preparing the economy for this. He been making deals with China with different nations of EU, with Turkey, you know, because he already knew this was coming, man, you know. But on the flip side of that, like, now even Saudi Arabia, they made that deal with the U.S., but now they ain't finna stop. They keep on producing the oil, so within return, you know, U.S. got this shit called the shale, which is SHALE, which these are companies who, like he's saying, the U.S. has started to produce their own oil. But now, with the Saudi Arabia keep on producing more and more oil and not cutting the supply, they done lost 30% of their money. You know, the U.S., the companies in the U.S. who started producing oil. And it's basically, because even though the gas going down, the prices of the food going up, man. So it's like everybody looking at the gas prices, but the food is going up, man. So it's only a scheme to keep you believing in America, man. But in a minute, like the brother saying, it's China got their army on alert right now. Been telling them to prepare for war for like the last 2-3 months. That's why you saw India testing their nuclear missiles, man. And that's why you see the U.S. basically trying to be friends with Cuba now, man, because Cuba had just gave Russia like the green light to actually put nuclear missiles back on their land again, man. And they was like right after that, it was a Russian spy ship showed up on the Havana coast, man. Now all of a sudden, the U.S. done had sanctions on Cuba for like 60 years. Now all of a sudden they want to take them out and be their friend and start saying they gon' look, we gonna take the sanctions off, we gonna start working together, man. But it's not gonna work, man.
It ain't gonna work. And proof the prices are going up of food. I was at McAllister's. Now, months ago, it was this sandwich that I ordered. That was sandwich meal that I ordered. That was $6.99, and everything on there was most likely no higher than $6.99, but now it's $7.50. It's $7.50 for that. Why? For the same thing. It ain't nothing added. It's nothing special. No, it's because the price is going up, man. You go in the grocery store, a lot of different foods that was $1.99 are now $2.50. And soon it's gonna be $3. Then it's gonna be $3.50. Then it's gonna be $4. And next thing you know, you people gonna start going crazy once you realize that your foods done rose up $2, man. Your canned goods went from 75 cents to $2.50. Okay. All right. Go. You got a scripture? Joel, chapter 3, and read verse 2.
While the bridegroom tarried.
Joel chapter 3, verse 2. Start at 1. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Right, so when you brothers see World War III, you should be happy. You should be happy. That means the Lord is finally, he didn't let us free, man.
Bring it back out of captivity.
Yeah, he's bringing it back now. Once you see physical warfare, you brothers should praise the Most High, man. All right, go ahead.
And Salakia, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right. Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew means Yahweh Shaphat. All right. Now, that's in Saudi Arabia, or the Middle East, pretty much.
Anything east of Jerusalem, man, that's the valley of Jehoshaphat, because that's actually where that valley ran, like all the way through the east of Jerusalem, man. So all those nations over there, Turkey, Jordan, Syria, that's the valley of Jehoshaphat, like the brother was saying. Saudi Arabia, Iran, that's the valley of Jehoshaphat, man.
And they're gonna actually fight there. America gonna be there, man. Fight World War III. All right, go up. They already got their embassies and all this shit down there, and all their bases down there anyway.
And they armies actually already over there fighting anyway, man. They in Syria, they in they in Libya, in Iraq. See, y'all, that's the valley of Jehoshaphat. The U.S. they got their elite part of their armies already in there helping those rebels fight, man. So they go ahead.
Yeah, all it'll be is just a transition.
Right.
Just move them over there to fight World War III.
Right.
That's it, man. And don't be surprised if they have a draft here in America where they ship your ass down there and you ain't got no choice. And you jakes who don't want to go, guess what? They got a house for you. a concentration camp. That's where you get to live, man. But guess what? Even though we telling you this, that apply to us too. We ain't going no World War III, because we know what the Lord gonna do to them. So, but the Lord gonna protect us. You 2/3 niggas, what you got? You got your baby mama? Hell no. Go ahead, man.
And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
Right. He gonna plead with them, so he gonna destroy them for all the wickedness they did to us.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Right, because they up in our land right now. You got the so-called Jews, them sewer rats, river rats down there up in our land. Then they splitting it with the fucking Arabs, man. Nobody give a fuck about no damn Arabs, and they splitting it and they going to war over each other.
It's Cushites there, Syrians there, basically different nations that's gonna be fighting.
Right, and they all taking our land. They done took our land, man. So, hey, the Lord said you done parted His land. All right, you gonna die for that, man. Go ahead.
They have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot.
Yeah, and we got sold into slavery. See, the Arabs, Ishmael, it wasn't just the so-called Africans selling the black man, it was the Arabs too. And we didn't just get sold to the white man. Now the so-called Jews bought us. They bought the bulk of us, and they sent us to Brazil and America, different parts. But also the Chinese bought us, the Japanese bought us. All them other nations had a part in it, man, and they all gonna be destroyed. Why you think Jake in them other countries, man? Because they parents moved from America and came there? Nah, man, they was already there. Because they were sold there as slaves, and you can look them up. If you dig deep enough into research, you'll find out that the Chinese had us in slavery, the Japanese had us in slavery. So who you think was all of the samurai? Think they were just Japanese fighting as a samurai? No, man. You had Jake in there. And the samurai tell you that. If you look into history, they'll tell you that Jake was in the army, and they were the best.
You gotta have black blood.
Black blood. So where they come from? If they know you gotta have a Israelite blood in your system to be the best samurai. All right. So you know who they was fucking, right? The black woman. All right.
They all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
That's all we need. And get Revelations, 17 and 15. Because like we're saying, like how I said, Turkey a part of the EU. The EU is gonna turn on America, man. All right. And NATO. Parts of NATO gonna turn on America too. Because America,
All the natives will turn on America.
everybody gonna turn on America. Because once America weak enough, they're gonna be like, fuck America, man. America ain't nothing but a liability now anyway.
Right, cause see, that's all the EU really doing now. They holding on to America because that's all they got too. But at the same time, they like, man, we don't got no other choice but to turn on this bitch. Cause she way over here across seas. We right here beside Russia. These motherfuckers, cause Russia, like a month ago, Russia flew like some damn nuclear bombers over the whole Europe, man. From one end of Europe to the other one, man. They flew them motherfuckers over there, then flew back, man. You know?
Yeah, and who the only one that can really fight against Russia? America. And they'll still lose. So who really, who in the Middle East, Europe, they don't ain't even got no damn army, man. So who they gonna fight against, man?
Right, because NATO is basically America, man. They ran, the number one, the head of NATO is an American, a top American general or something, man. You know, the EU basically they been like trusting in America, but they like shit. America is fucking our shit up. You know what I'm saying? Our economy is coming down with theirs. You know what I'm saying? Cause they like, look, Russia stopped. Our country's starting to come. You know, Russia sanctioning them. America don't got no plan for that. The plans America had for that didn't work, man. They wanted to run a gas pipeline from Qatar through Turkey, through Syria, but Syria didn't agree with it, man. So that's why they started the war in Syria. You know, then they had something called a South Stream pipeline that they wanted to run, but then Russia pulled out of that after they sanctioned them, man. So now they stuck with like Russia Russia like you either gonna break away from the U.S. or we gonna cut all your supplies off. And then what you gonna do? Your citizens gonna starve to death. Everybody gonna starve out. You can't do nothing without no heat, man. Without no natural gas, man.
Can't do shit. Go ahead.
This is on Revelation chapter 17, verse 15. And he said unto me, the water which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
That whore was America. Go ahead. And those 10 horns, the 10 horns represent EU, the EU. And to prove that, just get verse 12 real quick.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Exactly. So, for a time being, with America, EU had a little power, but they don't have a kingdom. They're not a kingdom. See, America is an actual kingdom, man, but not the EU. They all apart. They little small little countries and stuff. And they gonna turn on America.
I'm gonna read on that. These have one mind, and should give their power and strength unto the beast. And these should make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and Kings of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Right. See, they gonna turn against America, and they gonna try to. The end game is they gonna try to go to war with after America is destroyed, they're gonna try to go to war with the Lord. That's why I said once you see World War III, man, you gotta praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because that's it. He done brought us back, man. We know it's over with now. This shit's done with. All we gotta do is we at the final stretch, just endure and keep running, man. You see the line.
And if I can say this, really World War III done already started, man, because like since that war started, like in Syria, you know, Russia got troops in Syria, U.S. got troops in Syria, even in Ukraine. U.S. got their elite forces in Ukraine, Russia got their elite forces in Ukraine, man. So the war done already started. It basically just haven't exploded into the total World War III to where it's all out war, man. But it's little pieces of it and already started, man. Like the brother was saying, it's economic war. The physical war has started, but it's at a small rate right now, man.
Social media war.
Right, it's just like in World War II. When it started, all the countries won that war at the same time. It was like these countries were fighting, then you got other countries started getting into the whole world was in it. That's how World War III is, man. It started off as a little wars with little small countries. Then we had the two superpowers starting to get in it. Then that's when it's gonna turn to a World War III, man.
Yeah, and you see it in the media first. The economy starts crashing because you had the Great Depression with America before World War II was getting ready to start. And before World War I was getting ready to start, economies were failing, and that's how that started. So but before World War II, you had the radio, you had the news, and they was and what they were speaking bad about their enemies. And up in the other country, they speaking bad about America.
Right, they started propaganda war.
And the same thing is happening now. So, and just like the Lord destroyed Babylon, Egypt, Greece, Rome, Persia, and he's going to do the same shit to America. And just like there's nothing new under the sun, just like the economy is crashing and all these different things are happening again, they're going to go to war again. And even Einstein warned you devils that after World War III, the next war will be fought with sticks and stones, because you're going to blow yourself back to the Stone Age, man. But you're not going to blow yourself back to the Stone Age. The Lord gonna disintegrate you back to the Stone Age, man. And we going to be responsible also as your slave owners, man, for making it feel like the damn Stone Age. That's too good for them. the dust age, ground age, man. That's what you will be, man.
Right, because after this war, there will be no more war, man. Going back to the scriptures, man. We gonna rule the earth in righteousness under Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. So, and the nation's not gonna learn war no more, man. It's gonna be a peaceful earth, man. But we gonna put hell, we gonna put hell on these other nations for 1,000 years. We're gonna straight eliminate the so-called white man, man. And then it's gonna be peace from there on out, man.
Yeah, we gonna write books on you, like that article. They were in total horror. Yeah, you have books